Okay, Rick, here we are at our friendly location, 3150 Northeast 158th Place in CITRA, Florida. Gotta tell you, I had an exciting time getting here, which I won't take you through now. So I lost a whole hour, so the whole episode took me 4 hours. But anyway, this is a full pan of the front of the house, 360-degree turnaround, as you can see. It's an acre and a quarter, acre and a half actually, is what she told me. She had to leave me in there, so she was there with me at the beginning at least. So that's all of the buildings and everything. And then what I'm looking at here are beautiful trees there on the property, big old oak trees. And here is I should say, there's the main house, as you can see. Pretty much, most of this is self-explanatory, so I probably don't need to tell you much. I'm sure you're going to get more out of this than I'm giving you. Isn't that nice? There's lots of stuff there in that little area there, which is towards the side of the house as I'm moving in closer to where there's the back door there on the back side of the house that goes into what's called the laundry room, they said. And there just is kind of an open shed there, another shed there. A fence is around the entire perimeter of the property with the exception of where the water is, which you'll see in a couple minutes. So that's kind of neat. It's a privacy fence on the back side. You don't even see the neighbors on the other side. You can see the rooftops, but you can't see the neighbors. So it's all very private. A power wash, she was saying to me that a power wash would do wonders for that house, and I probably would agree, and I think you probably would agree. You can see the base of it is all brick going all the way around pretty much. In the front there's a little area that needs to be fixed, but you'll see that in a couple minutes. Bushes there in front of the house. And that basically is a room that extends from the kitchen, as you see when we go inside. And that's what those windows are. The roof looks in relatively good shape. There's an antenna on the house, masterful antenna. Basically, I used to do two-way radios, and boy, I'd do anything to have an antenna like that at one time. She said all this equipment stays with the house. Everything you see, it will stay there. Now, here I'm going to pan in and you'll see what she was talking about. This could possibly not pass an inspection right there with USDA or whatever. She said maybe Rick could fix something like that himself before they come to do the inspection. I don't know. I think she's a little off the wall, incidentally, but that's beside the point. In any event, here we see the house where storage house, basically, and there now is the water that comes up there. That's the only side that is open. So friendly alligators will have dinner with you every night. No, I'm only kidding. But anyway, you can see there at the, it's actually a beautiful landscape. And I'll tell you, this place is masterful in my book. You fix this up the way you want it, you're going to have one hell of a location. You have all those sheds across the way there with the 3 garages set up. And actually there's 5 garages, if you want to look at it that way. Again, there's the privacy fence, and there's the roofs of the houses behind. Yeah, I guess there's noise, but I heard nothing today, of course. There's a stovepipe going up, and you'll see the stove in the living room when we go inside. Once again, a good power wash would do a lot. For that one area by the front that I showed to you is the only area that really has an issue. With the base of the house. Now we're going to go indoors, and I'm in the front porch. I call it a porch anyway. They come in from the outside, and there's like a outer porch there. It's all enclosed. It's no screening or anything like that. Then we're going into the living room, which is where you go in first. There's a stove. I'll get a shot of that later. That goes to that pipe that we saw on top of the house. Relatively new pipe, incidentally. Pretty much carpeting everywhere. How good it is, I have no clue. Probably either rip it out or clean it up. I don't know which way you go with it. Everything pretty much operable as far as electricity was concerned. Fans are all working, crap left all over, as you can see. There's a room that is off the living room. We'll see that in a minute. And there's the kitchen area, which faces directly into the living room. There's a step going up to it. Not much of a step, but just a small step. And everything is there with a beam ceiling and skylights. And from there, we can see, this is the room that I was going to say. It's pretty dark. That's one place where I didn't get a light, but you get a sense of what it's about. It's just a room off the living room on the front of the house with one window there, which if those stuff wasn't on the window, it would be much brighter, of course. Air conditioning unit is huge. You'll see that in a little while. And air in there must be phenomenal. I can't imagine that it doesn't have good air conditioning. The bones are good in this, I gotta tell you. I'm impressed. There it is, the air conditioning unit that we'll take a closer look at when we go outside again. Now I'm gonna go into the kitchen area. And there's another room off the kitchen right there. That goes to that's on the front side of the house with two windows in that room. One partially covered up with a curtain or whatever. A fan, once again. Every room seemed to have a fan. Closet was clean. Yeah, fixer-upper. Back to the kitchen with the beam ceiling, and then you could see all the center aisle there. Really a nice center aisle. Icebox, refrigerator, whatever you want to say. Lots of cabinetry, incidentally. Now it's a step down into this room, 2 steps actually. And this room is whatever. I have no idea what that was supposed to be. It could be made a bedroom, could be made anything you wish. Looks like they use it as like a semi-office or whatever. Now I'm back outside. I'm going to jump around here a little bit. We're on the back side going back to take a look at the air conditioning unit. Close up. It's a humongous unit. Yeah, you can see the the vents and everything going into the house, and it's operable. Again, the privacy fence out back, panning around looking at the backyard there. The boat that he has is left over. Again, they're leaving that as well. No big deal. And then there's the stove. I just took a closer look at that inside once again. As it's hooked into the wall and going up to that stovepipe that was on top of the house, that looked like a brand new stovepipe, or pretty close to it. Beautiful view out that window. That place is cleaned up, put together. I'm telling you, you have one hell of a setup there in my book. Going back outside, and it's gonna right now take a look at that extra shed right there. All kinds of crap they have there. Now she's gonna leave out 2 dumpsters in front of the house, she said, after talking to you. And there you have all the crap from inside the house. It's inside that cage type of setup. That's a big area there. It's a nice lanai if you want to make it that. Here I crapped out with my finger being in front of the lens. I apologize, but guess what? It's all done. All right. Hope you enjoy.